I'm gonna go with the GTI. It is fun to drive. It is a really, really fun car to drive.
A used Murano Cross Cabriolet. Only very interesting and deeply, deeply strange people buy that car.
Well, if your definition of standing out is anything but a Polaris slingshot, then you've never been noticed before.
Hello, humans of the World Wide Web, and welcome to What Car Should You Buy, where we answer all of the car questions you didn't even know you had. I'm Doug DeMuro, and today we're tackling an especially interesting topic. Say you have 25 grand and you want to stand out. What do you buy? Here's what our automotive experts have to say.
People buying a car for $25,000 run the gamut from people who just want a commuter car and they don't want to think about it, to people buying their first brand new car and they want something really flashy to stand out.
If I had 25 grand handed to me and I was told to go buy a brand new car, it'd be hard not to end up with a Fiat ST.
You get a cute little car that has just under 200 horsepower, and it's the perfect bang for your buck.
You're not afraid to tell the world, hey, I'm kind of a goofball and I love myself.
It looks badass and makes you look like a badass, a little badass at that, but you're not like a Raptor badass, you're a Fiesta badass,
I'm a Volkswagen fan, so I'm gonna go with the GTI. It's nothing really to look at if you think about it. It's not, the most curviest car out there, but it is fun to drive. It is a really, really fun car to drive. When I see someone driving a GTI, I know that's a car person.
The car that stands out the most to me for 25 grand would probably be something like a BMW E60 M5. You can have a car that does 200 miles an hour with a V10 engine, and that car is just insanity on wheels. I mean, it looks pretty much exactly like a 5 Series, but when you turn it on, that V10 comes to life, and if you have an aftermarket exhaust, it just lights the entire neighborhood on fire because it's just that insane.
Well, if your definition of standing out is anything but a Polaris slingshot, then you've never been noticed before. It has all the downsides of a motorcycle and none of the upsides of a car. You sit completely exposed, you look like you're driving a Tron vehicle. Everyone who sees it will know you're there.
Picture a street setting for a second. You're walking down the street and you see a pickup truck that is a 2-door, rear-wheel drive, hardtop convertible that has wood paneling in the bed, that has a Corvette engine under the hood. So this is the Chevy SSR. If we have not already narrowed it down in the automotive spectrum, you will never see one on the road. You might, but there's not going to be another one next to it. The best part is that it is a convertible, so you really get to look at the driver.
A used Murano Cross Cabriolet, because only very interesting and deeply, deeply strange people buy that car. People go, oh, there is something going on in that person's head. I'm not sure I want to know what's going on, but there's something going on. No one bought one, and for good reason, and you will stand out verily for that.
The Fiat 500 electric car? It'd be one of the first cars I'd want to get. It's quick, and it's just so much fun, and you have so much fun because it looks cute. But I mean, a male could drive it, a female could drive it, a kid could drive it, it's safe. The Fiat 500 is almost as fun as the 918.
You can get a smart car for $18,000 and people will turn and look every time you drive by. You are getting a mid-engined French Mercedes, essentially rear-wheel drive. Like, how many rear-wheel drive cars can you get for $25,000? I know a rich guy who owns a smart car. And why did he buy a smart car? Because he's rich and doesn't give a fuck. No one sees a Ford Fiesta buyer and goes, maybe that person's rich and doesn't give a fuck. A smart car says, fuck it, man. I might die tomorrow. I don't give a shit.
If you really want to stand out, Ford Transit Connect. When you're 30 and people expect you to drive like a sedan or a little hatchback, and you show up in a cargo van that's built in Turkey, no one's gonna have that. I don't know if it's cool, but it's gonna stand out. So there you have it. Proof that you don't need a huge budget to buy something exciting and eye-catching. Are we wrong? Of course we are. Tell us just how wrong in the comments below or over on Jalopnik.
25 grand! Did we just win the Powerball?
No, Mom.
Oh my God, I'm getting cheek implants.
Cheek implants? Is that a real thing?
Got it, thank you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Like fully loaded, 20,000, it says you're a badass.
It's really close to 24 fully loaded.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you wish.
What cheap car stands out the most, with cheap car being $25,000? People are paying $25,000 for a car.
I do sometimes see somebody with a muscle car that can only go fast in a straight line and think, oh, so you think that you like cars, but really you don't.
A tiny little turbo, so you can go, and it sounds amazing. Or you can get a Honda Civic Si and be like everyone else when my mouth didn't even want to say that because I hate VTEC so much. It has ruined my life.